So one of the supplies you might not have in your house that we're going to need to start working on our clothing items is a measuring tape. So if you don't have a flexible measuring tape, then we can make our own at home. A carpenter's measuring tape won't work because it's not as flexible as this to be able to wrap around your body. So what we can do is just take a regular piece of paper. I would cut it into 1-inch strips. You can make markings on your paper. If you have a rotary blade and a ruler, you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, you can make your 1-inch marks all the way up your paper. So I'm going to use my rotary blade. This one I don't use on fabric anymore because I have a different one that works even better. So I'm just going to cut a couple of strips. And most measuring tapes are about 60 inches. So you're going to need roughly 6 of these. Okay. But you can tape these end to end. Tape them first before you make your markings. You can tape them end to end until it's nice and long. And we are going to have to retake our measurements because most of us, our measurements are left at school in our binders. If you have your binder and you have your measurements, then you may not need to do this. But on your ruler, I would just go ahead and mark your main numbers, and it can be pretty rough. We really just need as close as possible when you go to measure your body. I would make the 1-inch marks nice and big, and then you can go in and just make the 1/2-inch marks smaller. You can do even smaller marks than that if you'd like. But if we're measuring ourselves and we're to the closest 1/2 inch, always do above. So if you measured yourself and it was to about here, go ahead and jump up to the higher number. Okay. And then you can label those 2, 3, 4, etc.